Now, with post college and being in that situation where you post college, like you said, we trying to find run everywhere. We're doing camps, we're doing exposure camps, we're doing pickup with this person, we going this place, that place, playing pickup. What year? Because I don't think I asked you this before. What year was it? Did the training start? Like your first official cycle of it, the first year of
Me
it.
being a trainer?
Yes.
2013.
2013.
Yeah.
Now in 2013, do you think that you would look up 10 years later
And be here?
and be, because I'm pretty sure, like you said, it went from one kid to two kids,
Yeah.
2 kids to 4 kids. Did you think it would go from them 2 to 4 kids to having literally the best of the best basketball players in your gym every time when you step in there?
Yes and no. So, yes, because I believe in myself and I know I'm genuine about getting people better. No, because just the fear part in itself of that situation going either way. Like, so I quit my job in 2015 just to do this full time.
Right.
That in itself is a risk.
That's scary.
It's extremely.
Yeah.
So like I'm walking out the door like, damn, how's this gonna play out? But it got to the point where it was just like I'm at work, and at that time, I already put the whole overseas continuing that on the shelf.
Right.
That was done with. So I was just working and then building that training situation. And it got to the point where I'm at work, but I'm not focused on work. I'm focused on who I got at this time, who I got at that time. I think my first big time clients probably was around 2014, 2015. Alonzo Trier was out here. He was going to Montrose. I worked him out a few times. Pat McCall won a ring with the Warriors. I worked him out a couple times too. They both went to Montrose.
They were on the same. They went to Montrose.
Yeah, they went to Montrose. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm on the phone with. I used to talk to Alonzo a lot. I used to talk to his mom a lot because his mom pretty much handled everything. So worked him out. This was in Laurel. Worked him 2 hours a few times. Then another client I had, she actually coaches now at Maryland, Lindsay. She coaches at Maryland. She's an assistant coach. She went to Penn State. She went to Good Counsel. She went to Penn State, and then she went to South Carolina. But she could have played pro, but she ended up messing up her knee several times. Torn her ACL a couple times. I think it was 2 or 3 times. So called it quits. Because that's tough. That's a tough injury for women.
Super tough.
Yeah. So those was my first main ones, like big time clients. But still didn't really know anybody. There's a girl that plays pro now in Turkey. Her name is Lindra Little. She's from the DC area. She got drafted by the Connecticut Sun 2009. Has had a long career overseas. Played at University of Virginia. 3rd all-time scorer. But I met her. This is crazy. This is how random it was. I met her in 2013. She was at the gym in Laurel, Sports Fit.
Okay.
Because they got one in Bowie and one in Laurel.
Yep.
They closed it down, yeah. So she was on the other end shooting. I was on the other end training somebody. And I was looking down and I was like, she look like she all right. Fuck. So I walked up to her. I'm not even that type.
Right.
So I walked up to her. I was like, yo, where you play at? Because I'm peeping you down there. Like, you jab look good, jump shot look good. I'm like, what you got going on? She's like, yeah, I'm recovering from Achilles, torn Achilles. I played in the league and I played overseas. I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'm a trainer. I don't know if you got somebody. This is how full circle the world is. The guy she was working with is someone I worked with during college. Reginald Kitchens. You may have never heard of that name. Used to be Rasheed Wallace's trainer. from Virginia. Probably, he up there as probably one of the best of the best. Like, no yelling, no walking around screaming, spitting, none of that shit. Old guy, come in there, put a seat on the sideline, sit down, tell you what to do, blah, 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 blah. Had work. Like, work. And I'm not trying to get on topic, but I have to tell you about him.
Yeah.
He had work. Like, time full court drills, time full court one-on-one, time full court 2-on-2. Everything was time. Everything was incorporated. Conditioning, skill work, shooting, defensive stuff. We used to have, he used to call me Jump Rope. That was my nickname from him. Because he had these heavy ropes. It's the first time I ever used it. This was the summer before my senior year at Washington Divinity. So I stayed here. Met him, worked out with him 3 times a week. Because the AD at the time was the girls' coach. She was like, yeah, I got this trainer coming in. So me and my man went down there, was going to him ever since. So had the heavy ropes. It was 4-pound one and a 6-pound one. You had to go down, skipping, come back, skipping but backwards. Defensive slides, skipping, bunny hops, all types with the heavy rope.
With the rope.
Down and back. Yes, and everything was time. This is how bad it was. I got back to the dorm after the first workout. So normal college dorm, got showers and stuff like that. Stand-up shower. I had a chair in my room. I took the chair out of my room to go in the shower to go sit. But this is after me laying on the floor because I had a Charlie horse, not in my leg, in my upper back.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know you can get that.
That I don't even
Right.
know what that feels like.
Yeah. So that's why I'm on the floor.
Right.
So I'm on the floor. I can't move. I'm just like, what the fuck? It was crazy. But yeah, great shape.
Yeah.
He'll have you in great shape. Great dude.
And that was her ex-trainer.
That was her trainer at the time.
Okay.
So he was in Virginia. He had went back and did stuff in Virginia at Hoop Magic.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, I got you.
You know about Hoop Magic?
Yes.
Great place for bump too.
What?
Great place.
Man, listen.
Great place. And listen, I used to drive there from Laurel. People don't know about Hoop Magic.
I've been there 2 times in my whole life. The first time I went, I didn't even play.
Yeah, not Hoop Magic.
I didn't even get on.
Yeah. Because Karan Butler used to be out there. Gilbert used to be out there. The owner, I know the owner and his sons one of his sons work for the Wizards right now, but they used to invite me to come out there and play pickup, and they used to have good-ass leagues there too also.
Gotcha.
Great bump.
No, that definitely was a spot.
Drive was far as hell, but it was worth it.
It was worth it, for sure.
Yeah.
You definitely get your worth
Man,
out of it, for sure.
so used to train her out there, but she was like, I kind of want to get somewhere local, so I'll take your number, see what you're doing. Fine. So I worked it out. She loved it. She's like, yo, I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to still go out with him sometimes, but I don't really like it because it'd be like groups. His work is good, but you're more individual based. Sometimes I would have it with other guys, but she was digging. She was fucking with it. So that was my first pro player that I trained. Happened to be a girl. And from there, slowly building. Obviously, she started referring me to other people. She started playing good. She brought me out to Spain. Flew me out to Spain to work her out, met the team. It was crazy because, again, like I said, I shelved the whole overseas thing. But the gym they was at, they shared it with a team, a men's team in Spain. It was, so Spain is the ACB, then they have the LEB Gold, which is second division, LEB Silver, then they have fourth division and fifth division. The team they were sharing with was the LEB Gold, LEB Silver team, so it's a third division team. Still gives you some good money there. So I was there for like a week and a half. So I'm like, I'm a type, I still want to work out, I still want to stay in shape.
Yeah.
I ain't really care for playing pickup like that, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm like, my mind shifted. I'm training, I'm on my feet all the time, so I don't want to play too much pickup and get hurt. Not that I'm afraid of it, but at the end of the day, this is how I make my money.
Yeah, it's a livelihood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I see them. She was like, yeah, they actually want you to come play pickup or practice with them. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm frying them.
Yeah.
To the point, I think it was one day we played one-on-one spots. I think I scored like 7 times in a row. So the coach went to her and was like, does he still play? Because I know he's your trainer. She was like, nah, he's done, but I've been trying to convince him to get back out there and play. So I practiced with them the next day, 2 days in a row. The next day, like, I think we had like different teams, so we just going up and down. My team won like 6 games in a row, and I'm going crazy. So the coach went to her and was like, yo, I know he's not here for a long time, but do you think he would play with this team? She's like, well, it just depends on what kind of money you guys are trying to pay. So I still had my job back here, but I was like, I'll consider it if they give me a decent amount.
Yeah.
They wasn't trying to, so I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you'd have asked me that question probably 3-4 years before that time frame, I'd have took it.
You took the opportunity.
Yes.
To get the money, it was the opportunity.
Yeah.
But at the time,
Because I know I'm a double that.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But at that time, my age, I'm like, I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah.
And now I gotta make smarter decisions.
Mm-hmm.
And
And you see, and yo, it's so crazy. And I'm gonna tell you this earlier. Your forward thinking from the beginning has always been crazy.
Yeah.
Like everything that you even laid out from the beginning when you was middle school,
Yeah.
you was looking towards high school.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to I'm not doing these tests. I'm not worried. You're in high school, you worried about this because you got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but
For sure.
you always had a level of forward thinking, and that kind of really saved you in a lot of different situations. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's dope. That's
Absolutely.
dope. But it's also crazy how they almost got you back into the loop real quick.
No, I did.
That
It did.
quick- that
right.
quick.
It was crazy. So yeah, she brought me out there. Everybody loved me. So went out there. She also brought me out to Italy one time. Karan the Shields was out there at that time. That was his
Okay.
rookie year.
Yeah.
Him and John was on the same team.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
College?
went and checked them out. That's when I first met John.
Okay.
I went and checked them out. Worked out Karan. Was politicking with him and John. But then I was mainly out there for her. So that's, I want to say, summer of 2016, 17 is probably when I started taking off.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 3 years after I really started training. That summer, especially 17, because then I started being introduced to everybody else. And it wasn't forced.
Yeah.
Not that I even tried to force anything in the sense of, hey, I'm such and such, or hey, I'm such and such, yo, train with me. I never really had to do that. Everything was a referral. So now when I started, because I moved to Baltimore in 2012. So everything was starting to be introduced to me in regards to like, who's this person, who's that person,
Yeah,
okay.
I got
this
you.
is that person, yeah. Like even with Stanton,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go after Stanton. AI, Deshaun Knight,
Yeah.
I was working him out. He said, come to St. Francis, work me and Sam out. Cassell, that's when he was still playing.
Mm-hmm.
Went up there, they was playing pickup. No more workout. So I'm about to dip. I was like, let me stay here and watch. So I'm watching Stanton playing. Omar was playing. It was a bunch of, Isaiah Armour was playing. A bunch of them playing. So AI was killing.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up over with. So I walked over there, talked to AI. Stan turned around, was like, yo, you look good out here. I was like, what you been doing? AI pointed at me. Just like, oh yeah, I've been working with him. Stan was like, all right, let me get your number, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that happened.
Damn, that's that simple.
Yeah, but that's how a lot of situations happen.
Yeah, that's the work.
Yeah.
That's the work.
In regards to being in the Baltimore area, my first 2 main clients out of here was Karan and Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Corey was training with Keith Williams. A couple times Keith couldn't make it, and that's one of my guys, like a mentor, OG to me.
Good
So we
dude.
talk a lot. Yeah, very good. I think Keith couldn't make it, so I worked Corey out. I was actually still coaching in Spalding, so I worked him out there too also. He loved it. We locked in. Brought Karan one day. He loved it. We locked in.
Mm-hmm.
From that, it just grew.
Yeah.
Just grew and grew and grew and grew.
That Quran piece was a very big piece.
Yeah,
Very big piece.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, because he knows everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So with him coming overseas, doing well,
Mm-hmm.
coming back home, fucking with me,
Mm-hmm.
that just drew everybody. AI doing well. A lot of people don't know this. That first year, AI went back overseas after he started working with me. I think he got a 60-point game.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna.
Yeah.
Is that what? Okay, so pretty much that the question to go with that is. So was 2016 when you realized you had the gift? Because this is, the
I
show
always
obviously-
knew. I always knew it before that,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess it was being realized by other people at
Yeah.
that time.
Got you.
Because I was creative, and then I just, like I tell people ask me like, how did you come up with this, or I just watch basketball.
Right.
I watch a lot of basketball.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I watch a lot of basketball.
You do, bro.
I watch a lot of European basketball now,
Yes.
and people ask me like, why did you choose that over the NBA? NBA is kind of boring. Overseas is more interesting because they play harder.
Yeah.
It's almost like an inflated college.
Right.
Where college, yeah, you trying to get to the league, or you trying to get pro, or you trying to get paid, so you're gonna play hard regardless. Overseas is similar because your money changes every year. It can either go up or down. You control that. You play good, you play hard, your money will go up. You play like shit, your money go down, you get released. And everything's a 1 year, maybe 2 year contract.
Yep.
Maybe three if you luck out
For the top of the top.
The top of the top.
Gotcha.
And everybody's not the top of the top.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Because the top of the top will get those multi-year contracts. You know what I'm saying? So me watching that, and then also noticing that a lot of the European ways of playing basketball is being transferred to the NBA, that's why I started watching it more often.
Right.
Let me learn that. I still know the NBA, let me watch that as well, but let me learn both.
Right.
Because that's going to help me. So I can see how somebody moves here, see how somebody moves here, how this is done, how this is done. Back in the day, the way the 5-man plays back in the day is totally different now. I learned that just from watching. Back in the day, you never saw a 5-man shooting a floater. Now you see them shooting floaters. So when I train somebody, Big Drew, floaters.
Touch.
You gotta have it. There's a lot of guard influence stuff in the way bigs play.
Facts. Yeah. Got you.
Look at Jokic.
And most of that comes from over there.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because they're not as athletic as us. They're not, some are better, but they work on that skill stuff because they can't jump. It's almost like a girl.
Yeah, the girls' game is way more technical.
Girls not dunking. Now there are some that are dunking,
Yeah.
but for the most they're not dunking. But all that in between stuff, that skill stuff, they're gonna work on that so that they can excel in that.
Yeah.
Because that's what's gonna take them over the hump.
Technique.
Exactly.
Technique takes them over. And
So-
that's the European based technique over there. It's
Exactly.
crazy, yeah.
So I watch a lot of that. So that in itself helps me just advance my already creative mind to get somebody better. And then I'm very big on keeping someone uncomfortable the entire time. Because at the end of the day, that's the only way you get better, and that's the only way those results are going to show. You have strengths, I'm going to work on those strengths, but I'm going to definitely focus on those weaknesses so those weaknesses can turn into strengths.
Facts.
The more comfortable you are, the better you'll be.
Damn. That boy got some, you got some stern logic, man. But and again, like now that when you break it down like this is exactly why I didn't do over research for this interview or none of that. I usually do, but I like to hear the new facts and like new intriguing things that I didn't know. Like that shit right there in this term, I watch your story almost every day. 5 out of the 7 days, it's a girl, it's a guy, it's NBA, it's high school, it's little league, it's not little AAU, it's European league, it's Chinese league, it's all of these things, and it's crazy because you watching it and circumventing all of the information into yourself, regurgitating it out to them over and over. Whenever you're training guys, there's not a level they're gonna go to, they're not gonna be ready. They can go to China, Istanbul, they can go to Europe, they can go to Great. It doesn't matter. You're so well versed in it, and that's all that work that you put in, man. It all makes sense to me now. I keep saying it over and over, but it's like, yo, all this shit makes so much sense because the way that you're going about it is the best way to go about it, bro.
And that's what I was saying. Like when you asked me if I thought I was gonna be successful. That's why I say yes and no, because I just knew I approached it with a genuine from a genuine standpoint, and I know even some of the stuff that I would do to prepare myself when I was playing, I would do some of that stuff now with other people because it's effective. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, again, like I said, I'm very big on keeping somebody uncomfortable.
Right.
You know, so that uncomfortableness goes away after a while. Left hand weak, let's work on your left hand. Finishing weak, let's work on your finishing. Reading the game, this, that, and the third. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Another person that helped me a lot grow was Noah Locke.
Yeah, that's your man right there.
Yeah.
That's your boy right there.
Yeah, he helped me grow a lot. Just because I saw a lot of myself in him when I first met him. Because I used to train his brother. His brother came through Quran. So KL was like, yo, my little brother. And it's crazy how that shit worked. He's like, my little brother, he played too also, and he's pretty good. I'm going to start bringing him. So when he brought him to the gym, I was like, damn, I know this nigga fake. At that time, I was still coaching at Spalding. I didn't know it was the same kid at McDonough. We had just played him. We just played him this previous year, and he fucked us up. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? So fast forward to the summer, he came to the gym and was like, damn, that's you. He was fucking us up. So I'm never going to say I built someone's game. Others might say that.
I'm the same way, bro. I know exactly where you're coming from.
I'm never going to say that. I was a huge influence for him. Other people have worked with him. He's been in the basketball world his whole life. His parents played at Coppin, and they both were good. Brother played college. He was good.
Was really decent, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody had their hand in that. I know the impact that I've had with him to now. He's a leading scorer in his respective country that he's playing in Hungary. You know, but we would be in the gym over and over and over and over and over, whether it was whatever gym I was at or me pulling up to McDonough. It's crazy because I had a full circle moment there. I was the head coach that's at McDonough now. I train his son. I was there Saturday morning training him, and I was just looking at the gym like, damn, I used to come here so much when he was in high school.
Yeah. I use it there all the time. Like,
yo, so much.
Yeah.
And like, I tell kids now, it's like, yo, this shit actually could be really possible if you put the work in.
Yeah.
He put the work in. And I literally used to go to the schools, to his school, and see a shitload of letters coming for him. Like, he's sitting in the gym, West Virginia, Notre Dame, Texas. When I first got him, I think he had like 12 offers. Senior year, when he left, he had 49.
Yeah, his ascension was crazy.
Yeah.
I watched it the whole. I mean, obviously you posted it on time, but I became a big fan of him just from watching it through your story because that guy's game developed such a I'm talking about like a rapid.
And he
pace.
was, and like I said, he reminded us because he was not afraid of failing. He hated it, but failing or doing bad. Like the summer before his senior year, I was like, yo, I'm gonna challenge you. You're not gonna work out with no high school players. You're gonna work out with straight pros. So he was either in the gym with AI, Josh, a couple times with Cleve, a couple times with Karan, some other bigs. Nobody high school. I don't even think I made him work out with a college player. I was like, yo, you're gonna have times where it's gonna work out for you, and you're gonna have times where it's not gonna work out for you. I done seen this kid throw the ball against the wall, scream, fuck this shit, blah, 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 blah. I think it was one day he was in the gym with Josh and AI. Got to playing one-on-one. He ain't scored for like an hour. Mad as hell, blah, blah, blah. It helped him though.
Oh my God, did it?
You're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see that in high school.
The next person he played it one-on-one against?
Yeah, you're not gonna see that in high school.
He probably killed them.
Yeah, you're not gonna see that in high school. At all.
I mean, shit. I mean, with those two guys in general, it's like, bro,
Yeah.
you're not seeing that unless they play on TV.
Worked out with B Young,
Oh God.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was good. He was
That's
indoctrinated.
what I'm
Yeah, he was
saying.
fun. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you had it right. You
Yeah,
know what you
like,
doing with that. Yeah.
like even they have off. Yo, I'm off this day. I don't got no school. Let's get it in. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we used to. You might know him. He used to play at Stevenson. Christian,
Oh shit. I don't
light
know
skin.
Christians.
He had passed away.
I don't know. I did not know him. I did not.
You know
know
what I'm talking
him.
about?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. That was
so
one
he
of
used
my
to
homeboys
work.
real good
Yeah,
friends.
so he worked at Lifetime. So he used to get us in there. Me, Be Young, and AI. And Noah came one day. Tell you how the workout went.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the pool. 45 minutes. Then come on the court.
Yeah.
They got a little fake sand pit in there. Have them run in there too also as well.
Yeah.
And then do stuff in the court. Did that 5 days straight.
Yeah. Diesel.
Yeah.
That shit right. That pool to court.
Pool court. But that's what my guy used to make me do when I was younger.
So
when
again,
I was working my full time, 5 in the morning, pool court, go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting at work, nodding off, tired as hell.
Yeah.
Because that pool take everything.
everything, bro.
Everything.
You don't even want to do nothing after that.
Everything out.
For
So
sure.
you go on the court and make a shot, you really him.
Mm-hmm.
Because that pool takes everything out
For
of you.
sure.
But yeah, I was like, yo, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and they all loved it.
Is that kind of like something that you geared on to with your training? You kind of geared from your past experiences and kind of ramped up or vamped up and maybe remixed certain things?
That mixed with stuff that I would do on my own, as well as just me watching the game. Those two things. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I was one of the same. I trained when I was coaching 2014.
Yeah.
Had a kid averaging 25 games as a junior. I literally made him do everything I had to do in preparation to go overseas.
Yeah.
Not for going to college. I said, no, we're going to be doing stuff like
That's
pros do. That's how we got to do it.
That was my thought process with him, as well as most kids. Like, I'm not thinking about right now. I'm thinking about the next level, especially if you have that potential to play at the next level.
Facts.
So yeah, we in high school, but I'm not thinking about it. Let's think about college. When we get to college, all right, let's think about the pro.
Yep.
Because, I mean, you've been playing against grown men for a minute, so the college shit should be easy. So I wasn't, his freshman year, he didn't start off right, but he ended up getting the starting lineup and did really well. I wasn't surprised by that because I'd seen the work you put in.
Yeah. And you knew that was
You know what I'm saying? So granted, yeah, you playing in the SEC, but I seen who you went up against for a whole summer.
Right.
That's beyond the SEC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's money. You get paid against niggas that get paid livelihood.
So nah, like you gonna be all right.
For
Once
sure.
you get comfortable. And to my point of earlier, talking about the kid that was at Spalding, that his people had stopped talking about stressing defense. Used to talk to Noah all the time when he first got there. He was like, yo, college basketball, you gotta play defense. You're not playing defense, you're not gonna play.
That's all it's about. Everybody can
And
do it.
everybody says the same thing to me. Get to college basketball, if you're not playing defense, you're not gonna play.
Yep.
You gotta play defense.
Yep.
So he was a big help for me because people saw that journey with him. And again, like I said, 2017, that's when things started really picking up for me. And then every summer from there was just an ascension. To this past summer, I had the runs, the double courts, and not saying other people haven't done that before, but it was, it was different. It was a different vibe, and it was good. And it was fun. Everybody was fucking with it.
Super competitive.
Very competitive. So, I mean, I'm excited to see where it continues to go, and just continue building.